Yeah. That would be interesting actually if you say when you say that, like kind of going backwards, like maybe doing an 8-bit Smash Bros or something like that. I play that. So cool. I guess that's pretty much it for now then. So let's go ahead and switch gears a bit, and let's go ahead and talk about the games we have been playing. So I guess we will start with you, Lucas, since you are, I mean, you're looking mighty dapper, and you look
Thank
like you
you.
want to talk about the games you've been playing.
I've been playing one game and one game only, and the name of that game is Phasma Phobia. And my God, do I enjoy it.
Sure.
I usually don't get in on like trendy games, and that's usually for a reason because I've realized I don't trust people. People make dumb decisions often and always. And I don't like things that most people like. So I figure if a game is really popular, it probably means it's really stupid. But I
I don't know
like
what
this
you're
one,
talking about,
guys.
people making dumb decisions.
No, I know. Fantastic. But yeah, no, Phasmophobia is a really fun, really simple ghost hunting game, right? I think I've explained it, but if I haven't, basically you go into like haunted houses and haunted asylums and haunted, schools and stuff, and you're hunting down a ghost by name. So you're like calling out its name and you're scanning for like electric fields and you're measuring the temperature. It's like an episode of Ghost Hunters, right? Except the ghost is real and it wants to murder you. Once you it's like the gimmick of the game is that it's all sound oriented. So like you put in your headphones and you do the in-game audio, and like you can hear the echoes from across the room. If you're too far away, you have to call in on the radio because like you can't hear the other person. It sounds like they're a few rooms over, kind of thing.
Sure.
And then when they die, they're completely cut off and they become a ghost, and they get to watch you finish by yourself alone in this spooky, and all the while, like, the ghost is getting more aggravated. It's like belching in your ear. It's making noises like behind you and everything.
That's kind of
Um,
creepy.
yeah, I was playing with my friend Corey, and I actually I just posted the let's play of like this entire hunt, the first hunt that we did, on my YouTube channel today. But we're standing there in the room. We figured out where she was, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, very funny." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "That noise you're making in my ear." And then he's like, "Oh my God, it wasn't you!" And he like turns around and he's pointing the flashlight. And oh God, it was just it
That
was a
sounds like a
lot of fun.
blast.
Yeah, it's a great game, and um
How much
it's
was it?
only as it's like $13 on
That's
Steam.
cool.
Yeah. It's very early in development. It's a Steam game, so it's like, oh, it's a version 0.17, that kind of thing. But there's tons of people to play with, and he's constantly working on updates and stuff like that. It's only as much fun as the people you're playing it with. But if you have a good
I
group of
would
people to
bet.
play
Yeah.
with, yeah, it's a blast.
Sounds like a Left 4 Dead sort of thing where,
Yeah.
if the better you know the people, the more fun it is.
Yeah, well, and it's a very different experience depending on how you play it too, right? Because like we've done matches where it's just us, and we've done matches where it's like a group of four. In the group
Sure.
of four, you feel pretty safe. Like you're still getting attacked and stuff, but you have this sense that like, okay, even if one of us dies, the rest of us are probably going to be able to do this kind of thing. When it's just me and him, it's like a whole nother game. It's terrifying. You're in this house. Maybe you have to split up. It's just, oh, it's the worst. And then you're like about to walk outside. He makes it outside, and then the front door locks in front of you, and you're trapped in the house with this ghost who's trying to murder you. Like, it's just a great game. I couldn't recommend it enough. So that is
Phasmophobia, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds mighty fine.
Yeah, it's a cool time. That's been the bulk of my game playing experience. I've done a little bit of Monster Hunter with Steve. Nothing of note, nothing you guys haven't heard 1,000 times before on this show. I've been doing a little bit of Pokemon. Again, nothing you guys haven't heard 1,000 times before on this show. I am trying to I've progressed to a more severe point in my Pokemon obsession, where when you capture them in this game, they have a small. Apparently,
Yes.
yes, I didn't know this, but they have a small chance of having what's called a mark, which is basically just a ribbon that they can be caught with, and it's exclusive to when you catch them. So there's like the angry or the sleepy or the hungry or whatever. And then you can give them like a title at the end of their name if they have that mark. I've been hunting for certain Pokemon with specific marks, and the odds are like 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 that you'll get the right mark.
Sure.
I got the 1 in 1,000 super rare one. I haven't got the 1 in 50 that I've been looking for. So that's been a process, but what you gonna do?
Well, that's okay, so could I talk about Pokemon here while you're talking about Pokemon, please?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me just real quick say, humble brag, I've won like Mario 35 like 10 times. Go, Pokemon, let's talk.
I want to talk about Mario 35 too, actually, so you can butt in there.
I haven't played that in a week, so.
Pokemon Go. Heather is mad at you, by the way, like awfully mad at you, because
What have I done now?
because she was playing my Pokemon and her Pokemon all day during that Meowth event. And then here comes Lucas. He's like, "Oh yeah,
On the 11th hour?
I didn't even know that it was going on." And then like 10 minutes later, he messages us that he's got a shiny, and Heather's furious because we caught. I don't know exactly how many we caught, but like I think I have like 800 Meowth candies right now. If that tells you anything, it's like, yeah, neither of us got anything. So,
I think I caught 3, if I remember right.
what?
Because I caught the one I told you about, then I caught one and I evolved into a Persian. And
Well,
then
I'm
right
definitely
after
not
the
going to
second
tell
one,
Heather.
I got the third one. Please don't.
I'm definitely not gonna tell Heather. Oh, that was, yeah, 'cause she was so furious. She's like, "God damn it!" Because you texted her before. I think you either before you had messaged me or before I saw the message from you.
Yeah.
She just throws her phone down. "God damn it!" And I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "Lucas got a shiny." Oh man, it was so funny.
She invited me to a raid like a half an hour before work started this morning, and I was like, I'm not awake yet.
Yeah, she invited me to a raid too, and I was like, I'm already working because Derek messaged me stuff. I'm gonna edit that part out. Anyways, let's talk about other things other than Pokemon Go because, like Lucas said, talked about that to death. I do want to talk about something else though. I want to talk about Mario 35. Because I finally got the chance to play that since we last talked. And that game's fun. It's really fun. I'm not good at it. I've never gotten a first place.
Surprisingly
but it's fun.
I thought it would be frustrating, but...
Yeah, it's really fun. I don't know why I keep going back even though I'm not that good at it. Like, I can always get into the top 10. But, like, past that, it either just gets too difficult or I mess up. And, you know, like, that's even more frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, that's the worst. When you lose because of your own stupidity.
Yeah, because, like, you have, like, 125 coins stocked up. You're ready for the end game. You hear the music go down to, like, the, you know, the fast music because you're in the top 5. And then you drop yourself down a hole in 1-1. And you're like, what happened? Like, I don't know. But that game is really fun. I love it a lot. It is too bad that it is going to be going away in March. I'm hoping that they do something like add it onto, like, I don't know, Mario Maker or something like that, you know? So, like, you know, if you have that, you can buy, you know, play this game or something like that.
Yeah, it's just odd, you know?
Yeah,
Odd
I hope
choice.
there's some way to preserve this because it's good. I don't know that I mean, I personally like it more than Tetris, but I think I can see how Tetris would have more appeal just because it's Tetris, you know?
It's Tetris.
But I love Mario, and this is just so fun. It's just really good.
Yeah, agreed.
But oh yeah, go ahead.
No, never mind. It's gone.
Well, I was just gonna say, other than that, I've been playing those 2 games. Still been playing, you know, your same old, same olds. I think I might have mentioned this the other week, but I downloaded Breath of the Wild digitally because there was like a sale on it or something. And now Amazon had a digital sale on Prime Day again for Breath of the Wild. I think it's actually still going. Some other Nintendo games as well digitally. So I downloaded some of those. So that's really fun.
Can I interrupt for a second and
Yes.
do something else? Because, you know, why not, right? It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Hell.
I downloaded the Pikmin 3 demo, and I played through a little bit of that. And I kind of remembered that Pikmin 3 is definitely my least favorite Pikmin. Like,
you mentioned that, and I haven't played it yet, so I'm a little worried, but I still want to play it.
This is going to sound weird coming from me and what you know about me with games like Zelda and stuff. I'm so particular between whether I want to be narrated at or not. Like, some games I do and some games I don't. Pikmin 3 is so cinematic compared to the other two, and I think it's a detriment. Like, I've been playing through a little bit of it, and I'm bored. Like, it doesn't have that immediate appeal that Pikmin 1 and 2 had, where it's like, you've landed on the planet, go, get pieces. You know, it's like, oh, here's a tutorial on how to pick up Pikmin. Oh, here's a tutorial on how to throw Pikmin. Okay, it's day 4. Now you're going to learn how to use yellow Pikmin. You know, that kind of stuff.
I know a lot of people had that similar response to Metroid Other M because there was a lot of that in that game.
Yeah, and what's weird is I loved Metroid Other M.
Oh, sure, that's right. Yeah.
Games. But you know, I'm very particular about whether I want plot or not, you know, and I don't know, I haven't cracked the code as to what makes me want it versus not want it. But like Zelda games, I want plot. Pikmin, I don't. Metroid, I do. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I've been questioning if I'm gonna get the full version, you know, because I'm realizing that as much as I love Pikmin, it's kind of like I love Paper Mario, but I would never buy like a Paper Jam or whatever it's called, the new one that came out.
Yeah, I would get it if it was like on a super duper awesome sale, or like somebody gave it to me and like I was playing it that way or something like that.
I'd try like Paper Mario, at least I would try for the sake of trying it, because I hate to be one of those guys who's like, no new games are good, but I just, you know, I know I
couldn't drop $60 on it. Like, I just
exactly.
I know that if I dropped $60 on it and I didn't like feel it was like giving me all of the best Paper Mario vibes, I would just like not enjoy it at all, you know. So that's the type of game I either have to like rent or borrow or something, you know.
And I like
meanwhile, I'm just playing straight up N64 Paper Mario because I was missing.
That's the way to go. That's right.
I liked Pikmin 3 well enough. You know, it's not an Origami King, or I guess the more apt metaphor would be like a Color Splash, right? Because that game's pretty much been universally panned. But it's a fine game. But I just it's not core Pikmin. It's not what I like about Pikmin. You know, it's got Pikmin elements to it, but you know, there are better Pikmin games out there, and I own them. So why would I rebuy in my opinion, the worst one in the series? You know?
Well, have you ever played Hey Pikmin? Because that game's not that great.
Oh, I never played Hey Pikmin. See, I do this thing where if a game really doesn't meet my standards, I just pretend like it doesn't exist, and then I forget it exists. And I did that with Hey Pikmin.
Well, fair enough.
And not to throw, you know, any shade. If you like these games, you know, props to you,
I mean, I like bad games personally too.
And I'm sure some of them are made for a younger generation, but in general, I seem to still enjoy a lot of things that the younger generation enjoys. Like, I have a very childish mentality, you know, so I don't think this is just nostalgia blindness. I think I'm expecting a certain something and I'm not getting it, you know. Maybe I'm averse to change when it comes to things I really like, but yeah, I don't know. Pikmin 3, everybody.
Well, I guess to wrap up some of the other things that I've been doing, which honestly hasn't been a whole lot. I did get into VR because I finally set up because I'm in a new space. So I had to set up my VR because I have the old school VR and had to, like, you know, put all my sensors and blah, 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 blah. So I finally did that. And what did I want to do? Well, I wanted to play... No, I wanted to play some just old games. I booted up the NES emulator thing that you can play in VR, which is actually really cool. So I played some more Contra. That seems to be my favorite in that. But I booted up Adventure Island because that had some like weird scrolly background stuff. That one trippy. It really is. That one's cool. So, you know, I did a little bit that. Then I remembered that I had this save file for Metroid Prime that I've, you know, booted up forever ago on the Dolphin emulator in VR.
That would be fun in VR.
It is it's probably the best VR game in VR, and it's not even a VR game. It's
that
fun.
might like get me to play Metroid Prime, you know.
It's
like,
it just fits in VR, you know, like the whole everything, you know, the HUD, the you know, the way where you're pointing your gun and everything like that. It just works. And I don't know how they did it, but the people who, you know, designed the emulator for the Dolphin for Metroid just like hit it nail on the head. You know, everything just looks incredible and it feels incredible, more importantly. So the only thing I would caution is if you get VR sickness, that's one that you're probably going to want to, like, you know, prepare yourself for, you know, type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I would need a
I'm sure.
Dramamine for that.
Yeah.
The movement,
Especially when you're jumping from platform to platform, forget about it.
the movement does it for me. You know, like it's one thing if you're stationary and you're moving in like a chair or something, you know, or like on a ski. It's another thing when you're actually like moving with a control stick. Like it's too much for me. I get really sick.
Yeah, I played Rec Room with Schnazzy one night, and I was totally nauseated by the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure my VR system couldn't handle, you know, like a GameCube game anyway, though, because I have a wireless, you know, like mine isn't like tethered to a computer.
I think you can sideload emulators on that thing. I don't know if it's
but I don't know if it could. But I don't know if it could handle, like, you know, that level of a game, right? I mean, like emulation can be really tough.
So
I have the Virtual Boy emulator.
Here's the thing. I've never tried it because I don't have the wireless one, but apparently what you can do is there's this weird workaround where you can buy what's called virtual desktop. It's like an app for VR, and you can stream your PC games in VR to your doohickey that you have. So if you're interested, you can do that, or you can just buy one of those USB cables and plug it in and do it from your computer. But you know, yeah, if there's a will, there's a way, my friend. I'm definitely going to get an Oculus Quest 2, by the way. I need
If you can plug a USB cable into it, you can hack it.
Yeah.
I should probably mention
That's pretty much what we've learned with all the classic editions.
Phasma Phobia is also a game that can be played in VR.
I was going to ask you if you were playing that in VR, but you said you were playing it on Steam or whatever. So
yeah, well, and Steam does apparently like support VR from what I've seen, because when I try to boot it up, it's always like, "Do you want to play in VR?" And I'm like, "No way, I'm a coward." But yeah, that is an option.
I want to try it. It seems like it would make sense in VR, you know?
Oh, it would be horrifying.
Oh, well, Schnazzy1 says it's not good in chat. So, well, there you go.
Yeah.
He says that it has no sitting mode. They expect you to stand. Well, I guess
that's how I play all my VR games, but gotcha.
Sure. Well, okay. I am done talking about the games I've been playing. Lucas, are you done talking about the games you have been playing?
Until I interrupt again.
Well, Justin, you're up until an interrupt. Go.
All right. Not a whole heck of a lot, but I have gotten sucked back into Animal Crossing. So
Nice.
I probably play about an hour a night on that. So of course I had to reset the clock on my Switch so I can play at night. So as of right now, my Switch lives in Hawaii.
You're a dirty cheater.
No, what I'm saying is I can't play the game at a time when the shops are open, so I reset the clock to Hawaii time.
Because you're a dirty cheater.
So I like I said, my Switch is on Hawaii time, so I can check the shops. I'm not really all that into the seasonal stuff. Like, I've bought a few of the Halloween decorations, but for the most part, it's just kind of getting sucked back into the routines of things.
I haven't booted up Animal Crossing in like forever, but I've been thinking a lot about Animal Crossing lately for some reason. So
I don't know what made me get back into it. There's just, I thought, I haven't played it in a while. Maybe I should try again and get sucked in. I almost did the same thing with Breath of the Wild in the past week. Just like, I haven't played that in a while, but I haven't quite gotten back into that yet.
I'm definitely going to get back into it now that I have it digitally. I've already booted it up twice since
Oh, yeah.
I've had it, you know? So, like,
That was a
yeah.
big difference for me. Is once I got it digitally, like it's just so like I don't even want physical game cards anymore. Like
It
other
sucks.
than games that like I'll
It
play once and put
sucks.
away for years,
Mhm.
like Link's Awakening. Like I don't see myself popping into that regularly. But like any game I'm going to want to play tomorrow or next week or a month from now, like it's just so much easier to just go to the library, click it, and go. You know.
Sure. Yeah,
Um,
I so much appreciate that about having that digitally. If I swear to you, if Smash Brothers ever goes on sale digitally, I am buying that game digitally as well. Like I'll have 2 copies of that game.
Oh yeah. So I've got let's see, Smash Brothers. I mentioned playing Paper Mario. I'm in the dry desert right now, or no, I'm in the mountains on the way to dry desert. So you know, moving along slowly but steadily.
That's kind of how
And
I play. I just kind of pop in for a few stars and then okay, I got my fill.
yeah, basically I'll like play one section of story or whatever, you know, like whatever I can get in an hour or whatever, because that's usually about the amount of playtime I have per night. But
God, you're making me want to jump back into Bug Fables.
you know, I if
Oh,
that
dude, I
game ever
forgot
dropped
all
down,
about that game.
I know, as
Is it-
Justin was talking, I was thinking, recording it and making a YouTube video could be enough impetus for me to actually finally get through this game. I love that game. I think I loved it so much that I didn't want to experience it, if that makes any sense. Like
I
I was
kinda
so
get that.
scared of like ending it that I just
that's
stopped.
like every Zelda game for me. Like almost every Zelda game, I get the closer I get to the end of it, the more I'm like, well, I'll finish this later, and then I'll put
Right?
it away and
It
like maybe
amazed
finish it
me.
months later.
It amazed me when I would talk to people who were like, I've had Breath of the Wild for like a year and I haven't done Ganondorf yet. I'm like, what? Like,
That's how Justin was, though. I remember, right? Like
Yeah.
it
Oh
took
yeah, I
you
was the
almost a
last
full
one of our
year.
group to finish it.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, what else you been playing, Justin?
The only thing I can think of, my Switch is all the way over there, so I can't look at the list right now. But the only other thing I can think of worth noting is I pulled out all of my Donkey Kong arcade archives games and have been playing those.
I've been seeing you playing those. My Switch is in Japanese, so all I can see is arcade-do, and then it goes away because I read at the speed of like a 4-year-old. So I'm like, he's playing an arcade game, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I've got all 3 Donkey Kongs. I've got Mario Brothers versus Super Mario. I haven't played the versus Super Mario Brothers in a long time, but basically, like a lot of the major arcade games, I like popping in every once in a while, and it's been Donkey Kong for me lately. Donkey Kong Jr. 3. I'll just pop in, play for a little while, and put it away. Good pooping game. Plus, I got the flip grip, so I can play it in vertical mode.
I saw that go on sale on Amazon or somewhere the other day, and I was like,
I
I
didn't know
should
you
have
could
bought
buy
it.
it on
I should have
Amazon.
bought it.
I backed it on with Kickstarter or whatever it was. So I got it, like the second shipment that they had. But yeah, like if you play, and like a lot of the pinball games have vertical mode. A lot of the arcade archives have a vertical mode. I believe Namco Museum or whatever the Namco collection is has some games in vertical mode stuff. Like if you like playing handheld and you like playing games in their OAR, you get yourself a flip grip. It's a handy little
Well, I would
device to have.
play. I have Ikaruga downloaded on my
Yeah, that would be a
Switch,
great one
so,
for that.
Yeah, that would be what I would play.
I think I told you guys about this. This is kind of a tangent, but remember we had the Switchblades guy on our show like 2 years ago or something? I got my Switchblades that he was gonna like send to review or whatever, like a year and a half after he did the show.
Oh wow!
Like I had moved to this house and my parents were like, "You got a small package in the mail today." I was like, so yeah, that happened. But what you gonna do?
Got really lost in the mail, I guess. Interesting. Okay, well, fair enough. Well, then, I think we will switch gears here at this point. I will confess that I did not prepare any minigame content, so we're just going to go straight into question block
I'll
this
prepare
week.
one of those one of these days. I promise.
Well, it'll be back. We'll be back with it. But
You know what? I can do a game right now. I was just looking at my wish list. I got stuff. You want to do a quick 3-round
Yeah.
Price is Right? Let's
do it. I'm in.
All right.
$1, Bob.
I
my
wish
chips
list
away.
weird games, and this is my chance to. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Round freaking 1. We don't do breaks anymore.
1. Fight.
Fight.
Violently cute couch co-op and PvP party brawler for 2 to 4 players. Catch, merge, and sacrifice delicious dough creatures before time runs out. It has been centuries since the master bakers left the world of Flaw, the fabled lands of living dough. But
It
something
was
is
dangerously
rising
close to
again.
needing to be bleeped.
The mold is back, more powerful and infectious than ever before. It's spread to all corners of the world, gobbling up every species of dough it comes across, turning them sour, changing their behaviors into twisted versions of their former selves. As the world crumbles above, the ancient guardians rumble below, awoke from their slumber to fulfill their sworn duties to protect the doughy creatures of Flaw. However, hundreds of years of hibernation have not fared the guardians well. They are hangry, real hangry, with an insatiable penchant for baked goods. So, the bakers must bake, sacrificing the adorably cute bun
No,
creatures to
that's
favor
too
with the
far.
guardians, their only hope of vanquishing the mold. Join a crew of apprentice bakers on their journey to learn the unique abilities that set them apart. Get ready to face the guardians of each world and unlock the story behind the mold infection and fulfill your destiny to become a master baker. So there's like 50 more pages of stuff, and I'm not going to read it all because it's really long, but there's 100 levels. There are 7 different kinds of buns. They're called Lil Bun, Dodo, Dorilla, Armado, Bun Boa, Fluff Fox, and Baklava. And there's 6 bakers. Their names are Ginger, Parsley, Rosemary, Sage, Salt, and Thyme. And there's 12 different enemies and 2 bosses. And there's 2 worlds, Tropic Toaster and Saradura. How much does this game retail for on the Nintendo eShop in North America when it's not on sale?
I don't even know what kind of game this is.
I was
the
thinking the
description
same freaking thing.
didn't
Like,
tell me
what is?
anything about what this is?
I don't.
Violently cute couch co-op and PvP party brawler for 2 to 4 players. That was
Party
the first line
brawler.
of the description.
But
Okay.
but then what does that mean? Like, what is a party? What is a party I'm gonna
isn't a
guess that
party
this
brawler?
game is
Anything can be a party brawler
$19.
if you're adventurous enough. Did you say $19?
This game is retailing for $19.99. It's a $20 game. It is a party brawler. That is a party brawler price.
Justin.
That was going to be my guess, so I'm gonna lowball it and go for a $9.99. and think maybe it's not quite as exciting as they want you to think it is.
Well, you done bumped up, Justin, because this game actually retails for $29.99.
Ooh. Well, point for you, for me. Where's my ding?
Ding!
Go Mario time!
I'll take it.
Game number 2. Justin can guess first this time. Embark on a journey with a lovable bat as he ventures through 9 colorful platforming levels to obtain the keys to the water factory to restore water production. Featuring a playful art style reminiscent of the 64-bit era, this game will fly right to the hearts of all 90s platformer fans.
That's
Justin, how much does that game retail for?
it. That's it.
That's what you get.
See, platformer, retro graphics, and I've never heard of it. I'm gonna say $7.99.
Okay.
I don't know. Last time I went high and it was not high enough. So Justin went $7.99. So I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna go $12.
All right, Macbeth 64, Journey of a Nice Chap, actually retails for $1.99 on the eShop.
Oh damn! Now we're tied.
Look, it looks like a little N64 game, but it
Oh, it's,
probably isn't that good if it retails for $2. But I haven't played it.
It's a poor man's Spyro.
Yeah, it's like a lost N64 game from the treasure troves
Actually,
of
that
time.
doesn't look terrible though. From the
That's
two
why it's on my
screenshots I
wish
saw.
list. All right, it is a tie game. I guess Eugene gets to guess first this time, if that's an advantage.
I'll take it.
Oh, this one's also incredibly short. Dance to the rhythm of the music hiding from your incoming parent. Press the buttons to the rhythm of the music. Dance and make combos. Be careful not to be spotted by your mom entering the room. Dudes, dudettes, how much does this game retail for?
I think I've seen this one, but I don't remember what the price is. It
Groovalicious, Eugene. Make a guess.
It looked like, if I remember, I think it was like the instructions manual for the Wii. You remember like how they had like weird like instructions? That's what the game looked like.
I do remember those instructions. Yes, those were some good times, chum.
I'm gonna guess $10. Dancing games for $10.
Justin, for the win, do you have a totally tubular answer you'd like to share with us today?
If this is priced the same way as the other game that they made that looks very similar, at least I'm assuming it's the same company, I'm going to go with $4.99.
$4.99. Good guess. All right, guys. Well, one of you is right on the money, and the other one is about to get Nickelodeon slimed. But the good news is you're both going to get to go home with a case of Nickelodeon slime to enjoy on the go. Hide and Dance actually retails for $4.99.
Oh,
congratulations!
Foiled again.
Was it Mom Hid My Game was I think the other game that they made, and like I have it. I bought it when it was on sale for $1, but
it has like it looked weird like graphic style like that. Okay, yeah. Anyways. Well, Justin, you are the winner. Well done. Let's move on to our final segment, which will be the question block. If you have questions and you would like to ask them, you can too. Go to our Discord and go to infendo.com to find the link to that. Just like our friend Slacker Monkey did, and he asks, if you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse with one Nintendo character to watch your back, who would you pick?
Samus.
Straight up? That's not a bad idea, actually, because she's got the guns. She's got the
power suit. She's got the gun. She's a hero. She'll definitely protect me. It's awesome. Plus, zombie apocalypse is a good chance to hook up, and Samus is looking mighty fine, if I say so myself.
Well, okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. My answer is going to be slightly different, just because I want to be different, I guess. But here's the thing: I'm going to take Lucas with me, number one, because then I'll have a Lucas with me,
and then Eugene. And here I am doing booty calls.
And then number two, I mean, I feel like his psi powers would probably be pretty good in a zombie apocalypse.
I could see it. Plus, he's got like healing powers too.
Sure.
Like if you get bit by a zombie,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going with Lucas and Lucas.
All right. Well, y'all are definitely not gonna last as long as I am, because I am bringing Link with me, because all he has to do is play the Sun song.
Oh yeah.
But what if you get like
and
a
then
garbage
all those zombies will be
doesn't...
frozen, and we can cut their heads off or whatever it is.
But if you get a garbage Link who doesn't have the ocarina though, like Twilight Princess Link, and he's sitting there trying to howl the Sun song.
There's whistle.
Or you get a jerk Link from Triforce Heroes that throws you in the fire.
Or you get Breath of the Wild Link,
no,
and
that
every
would
time
be
a
me.
zombie shows up, he freezes and has a memory sequence.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Link is not a bad choice. I honestly think that Samus is probably going to do the best here. So maybe we should all just team up and we'll all fight the zombies together with our 3 Nintendo heroes as one. Thank you again, Slacker Monkey, for providing us with our question tonight. That's it. We made it. Ooh, excuse me, hiccupsies. We made it all the way to the end of the
Without
show.
a single production error.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a quarter way through the show I didn't realize that the Twitch wasn't streaming audio. No, I had it going the whole time. So
Hey, here's some breaking news. I just found out that Overwatch has a free trial for Nintendo Switch Online
That
members.
is
So
a thing.
if you've never played it, like I haven't, here's your chance.
yeah, give it a shot. It's fun. I don't know that it'll get anybody to drop the, what is it, like $20 now at this point?
I'll say currently it's 20, so
It might get somebody to drop $20, but for people like you and Lucas who have like Paladins, I'm guessing it's just going to make you want to go play Paladins.
Overwatch also triggers that same thing that I was talking about earlier, where it's like, oh, I can't walk 5 feet without seeing somebody talk about Overwatch. This must be garbage. The human race loves it, you know? So,
Sure.
I say I'm an entitled jerk.
Yeah, I used to have that complex like that for all things that everybody loved. I think what is that called? Is that hipster mentality or something? I don't know.
I
There's-
most definitely have a little bit of the a wee touch of the hipster in me. If I lived in Cali, it'd be a real problem. But, you know.
Sure.
I'm way too hipster to live in California. That's where all the mainstream scrubs live. I live in the off-brand California, which is Florida. So
I'm gonna have to look that up to confirm, but it
it's
checks out for now.
California but wetter.
Sure. All right. Well, we've done it. If there's one thing that you should do and you haven't done, go freaking vote.
what the heck are you waiting for? Do it!
Yeah,
Do it!
early voting has most likely started in your area. It has, at least for mine. If you have to go vote in person, go do that. There's a mail-in option if you've already requested absentee ballot. Don't forget to send that in the mail. But honestly, if you're doing absentee, go drop it off in the ballot box. But not one of those fake ones that the Republicans put in California because they're evil a-holes. But yeah, go.
And he can say that.
Go do your due diligence, please, please, please. It's, we have to.
You said doo-doo.
I did.
Please go vote. Hey, guess who's getting a shiny Hound Hour in Pokemon Go right now? It's me.
I just can't hang with this kid right now. You send it to Heather actually right now. Send it after you catch it. Until then, we will catch everybody next time. If you're out and about, go wear a mask. Like don't be an idiot. Just do your thing. We love you. Goodbye.
Central.
Go vote.
See you real soon.
Go vote.
See you later.
Bye.
Can you choose what it says, or is it just like on a cycle? Because that worked out pretty good.
So when you turn him on and turn him off, he always says the same things. But what's funny is there's like a little light on the bottom that like it's like there's a light and a camera like sensor thing. Well, you can't see it with the stupid green screen, but it reads the color that he's standing on. So if he's standing on something green, it reads that he's in grass. If it's blue, he's in water. If it's red, he's on something hot and he starts to scream. If it's yellow, it's sand and it makes a squish, like a squishy
That's
sound
actually
whenever he
pretty
says.
cool. I didn't realize
like
it did
that.
things like that.
Yeah. And like the enemies have little like barcodes or something on them, and so it'll read those and know that you just stomped on a Goomba or something.
Okay, so it does more than
I
I
haven't
thought it would. I thought it was just going to be dumb Legos, but like
And
now
if
you're
you
making me get
have
it.
the $250 Lego
Don't
Nintendo
tell me about
Entertainment
that.
System and TV, you can set him on top of the TV and he will provide these music and sound effects for the little animated Mario thing.
He's typing.
Branding.
I don't have that either.
We love you, Twitch and YouTube. Sorry again about the audio quarter way through. Yeah, your boy fucked up. Sorry. I said it in the chat, but all day long even in the meetings and everything, like my audio settings got switched because of the Windows update. So thanks, Windows and Bill Gates. 5G. Goodbye.
Oh, also, I'm dressed like a sea captain.